Hi everyone, we think we're live right now.
Olá, boa tarde.
Boa tarde. I'm Taylor from Roam Away from Home, and I have with me Anita from Portuguese with Anita, and we have a very exciting free Portuguese lesson for beginners for you today.
Olá, I hope you're ready for this. I can see I recognize some names in the chat already. I see some of my students there.
And do you want me to start with the presentation now, Anita?
Let's go. Vamos. Are you ready for this, Taylor? Because I'm going to challenge you too.
Great, I am ready. I'm ready for the challenge.
So, everyone, bem-vindos. I am so excited to be here today. So, I guess most of you already know me from Portuguese with Anita. If you don't, you're about to know me now. So, próximo, Taylor. So, we have a short presentation about who I am for the ones who don't know me yet. And then we are going to move on to the lesson where, as you choose in Taylor's inquiries there on social media, concerts and festivals vocabulary, essential phrases to use in festivals and concerts as well. And then at the end of the lesson, we have what, Taylor? A special?
A special gift.
And how do we say gift in Portuguese?
Presente.
Muito bem. Presente. Perfeito. Próximo, Taylor. So, who is the teacher here behind the screen? I am a qualified teacher, and I started to teach right after my first university degree. So, back in 2005, 20 years ago. It was a very exciting journey, but making a long story short, because there was a lot of experiences there during the time, the experience as a school teacher here in Portugal for the last years, like especially the last 3 years before I started my project Portuguese with Anita. I was actually in a very nice position in international school, so I had everything to be happy. I was the pedagogical director of an international school here in the Algarve, but there was something missing, that feeling that you still have something else waiting for you, you're not complete yet. And that's where I realized that I needed to start my own project, and that's how Portuguese with Anita was born, so my baby. And during this time in Portuguese with Anita, as many of you already know, because again, there's some students here, I recognize your names. I created self-paced courses to help more people at the same time. So, because I have students from the United States of America, from Canada, from UK, from Thailand, from Malaysia, so all the parts of the world. So I have to be there in these screens. It does not matter what is the time. So the best way to do that is through self-paced courses with community support, where I have more than 6,000 students. And próximo slide, faz favor, Taylor. So apart from this, I'm also a book author. So you probably already bumped into some of my books, especially the ones inspired in my cats. The very famous Gato Chulé e Gatinho Camões Adventures in Portugal. Now you have the two levels available, so A1 and A2, and then B1 and B2, which is the one on the right here. So that's the latest one. And that's new. Taylor, have you started reading yours?
So cute, and I love reading them to Ziggy and Ditto, our two dogs. So I have story time with our dogs.
I bet you feel like chasing the cats.
Yeah, they love it. They're inspired by the books.
Próximo. So let's start. Vamos começar. We're going to start with some words that are going to be super important when you want to, to show off your first words regarding concerts and festivals, which has everything to do with Taylor's page, Roam Away from Home, her festival and her concert energy. So this is all about Taylor today. And, and I'm glad everyone chose this topic for the lesson here, because it's a really nice one. And
Unanimous decision. It was a unanimous decision for
I
us
so
to
I
pick in concerts.
And the best thing is that you can practice straight away, because it's concert season in Portugal. It's summer. So you have all of these shows and concerts, even street concerts. Amazing. So you can show off the Portuguese you're going to learn here. So our first word, it's actually a masculine word. So for the very beginners, for the absolute beginners, we have two different genders in Portuguese, feminine and masculine. And normally and generally, words that end with O, and I say generally because there will be exceptions to this rule. Words that end with O are generally, again, masculine, generally, not all, but generally, all right? And the words that end with A are generally feminine, okay? And the same thing applies. There might be exceptions to this rule, which is the beauty of the Portuguese language, the exceptions. Let's embrace them. So, o concerto, o concerto. And you probably realize that there are two C's in this word, and I read them differently. So I said com, so a k sound for the first one there, and then certo for the second one, so a s sound there. Próximo, Taylor. So which means we have two different sounds for the C in Portuguese. So again, the first one is read as a k, and the second one as a s. Próximo, Taylor. And I'll tell you what's the strategy to know which way to read it. So you never confuse this again, or you able to read it for good now for life. Just have this in mind. Whenever the C is followed by the letter A, O, or U, you are going to read it as a K sound, meaning that Ka, Ko, Ku. Okay? Próximo, Taylor. And when you have the CE, CI, or the C with the cedille, you're going to read it as a S sound. Okay, so that's why we say concerto, concerto. So now you understand the breakdown behind the word. Almost same as in English, it says, Jeff. Very good. Próximo, Taylor. Our next word. It's the same as in English. After all, Portuguese is not that different. We have many, I dare to say, thousands of words that are the same in Portuguese and in English. What will change is the way you pronounce it. So, for example, festival will be o festival. So it grows in the end because it's an exception to the pronunciation rule. So it's like hospital, right? You have a big al, right? Hotel, pastel. So everything that ends with L, you have the emphasis there, where the L is in the end. So o festival. You can say it like a boss now. Festival.
Festival.
Perfect. And it's also masculine. So easy to memorize the grammar behind these words as well. They both masculine. Concerto, festival. Próximo slide. O espetáculo. Guess what? The show. It's also masculine. And if you're learning Portuguese as spoken in Portugal, this is the word for show. But if you're learning Brazilian Portuguese, it's the same word as in English. They say o show. Okay, so they borrow many words from English, so it's easier in that case. So, o espetáculo. Okay? Espetáculo. O espetáculo, which we can use as well to say something is amazing. Imagine Taylor says something to me like, I don't know, Anita, I'm going to travel next week. And I say, espetáculo, amazing. Like show. Yeah. Próximo, Taylor, por favor. A bilheteira. Now we have a feminine word. Typically feminine because it ends with A. So, a bilheteira. See what I do with the first E after the L? The L sound, it's one of the most difficult sounds of the language, in my opinion. Okay? So the L. Your tongue kind of goes there, down, back in your throat, right? It's an horrible feeling. L. So bilheteira. Bilheteira. Okay? Ends in the same way as cadeira, sexta-feira. Okay? So the eira sound. Okay? And it's where you get your tickets. Very important. Próximo. Now we have another masculine word, the ticket. O bilhete. And funny enough is that it's a concert ticket, a show ticket, a theater ticket, does not matter. But even can be used as well for your train ticket, your bus ticket, any type of ticket, except the ones that have a number where you need to queue, like in the fish market, or in in the bakery of the supermarket when you need to get a ticket. That one is called senha, which is the same as the password. Okay, but everything that you need to pay for as to enter somewhere, you need bilhete. Okay? O bilhete. And now the stage. O palco. Another masculine word. O palco. So far we only had one feminine word. What was the feminine word we had, Taylor?
I've already a bilheteira.
A bilheteira. Muito bem. The ticket.
I was like,
You are
perfect.
attention. That's good. Okay, so far so good. Everyone is following our list of words. Tudo bem? I hope so. So now the band, that's one of the most unforgettable words. Why? Because it's so similar to English as well. So a banda, a banda. Okay, so you just add an A, you make it feminine, and you have the band. Okay, próximo. The singer. So, like I mentioned before, in this beautiful and rich language, we have two different genders. And when it comes to jobs, most of the jobs need to have a masculine version and a feminine version. Like teacher, for example, I'm a teacher, a female, I would be professora, right? But if I'm a man, I need to be professor without the A. And the same rule applies for singer. Okay, so o cantor, the man singer, and a cantora, the lady singer. Okay, so you just add an A there when you want to make it feminine. Good? Próximo. A canção. All right, so a canção. If you want, I love to teach by association, like make people think in the words or to tell a story behind the words so people remember the words, as you know. And the word canção starts exactly with the same letters as singer, right? Cantor ou cantora. So, o cantor, a cantora, a canção, the song, okay? A canção. Canção ends with O, but it's an exception to the rule. It's going to be feminine because it's so beautiful. It had to be feminine. Let's face reality as it is. So, a canção.
Canção. It's also very fun because it has all the different sounds to it. A
Yeah.
canção.
A canção. Sounds like atenção, attention, right?
Sim.
So, a canção. Next, a seguir, a música. Music. Many Portuguese people use the word música to refer to the song itself. I do that as well. And that's totally fine. If you want to say, oh, esta música, so this song as referring to it as música. And to be honest, for you learners, it's way easier to say than canção. Okay? But in the other hand, if you like me and if you like challenges, that's a way to practice when you're doing the most difficult words, a way to open your body to the sounds of future challenges. Okay? So totally up to you which one you want to use. Próximo. Quiz time. So I'm going to ask some questions and you guys are going to answer in the comments.
And I think there is just a slight delay, so the answers might be coming in a little bit later.
Okay. So, question number 1 is, how do we say the singer, the female singer in Portuguese? So we will wait, Taylor, for the answers because I know YouTube can be very, very slow. I recently started with lives myself, live stream on YouTube, and it's so difficult to understand the pace, you know?
I know, and I think it's to help prevent with any buffering that they give like a minute or two. It might be a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. So I'm going to repeat the question in case someone just arrived. Question número How do we say the female singer? Very close, live music nomad. Very close. Ah, Betty, my student Betty got it. Muito
Hey, Betty.
cantora. I love Betty so much, and I had the pleasure to meet Betty recently. Oh my gosh, yes. She's so amazing. She knows she's amazing and how special she is to me. Very good, live music nomad. A cantora. Super. Okay, question number 2. Pergunta número 2. How do I say the stage in Portuguese? The stage. Do you know the answer, Taylor?
Sim.
Okay, good. Good, good, good.
I will give it. It is one word I use a lot because of all the festivals. So when you go to different festivals, they have the stage names, and it is the answer and then the stage name. We got an answer.
We got an answer from Live Music Nomad. So very good and very fast. O palco. Muito bem. O
All
palco.
this every festival you go, you see the stages. So they'll say like there's at Naj Live, there's a palco Naj,
Sim,
palco WTF. And so if you see that word, the more festivals you go to, the more comfortable you get with it.
exactly. Stacy, well done. O palco. Muito bem. I see palco all the time at the festivals. There you go, just like Taylor. Muito bem. Okay, question número 3. Pergunta número 3. How do we say ticket office? Oh my gosh, I just realized that I left one of my doggies locked outside. While you
Oh no.
answer, I'll be right back, I promise. Oh my God.
For those of you not in Portugal, it's really hot right now. So I'm glad they let her know that they're outside. We're both very much dog people.
She was just having fun barking at you. Now they all hear. Everyone is inside. Our 2 cats and our 3 doggies. Muito bem. So yay, Stacy. Yes, I need to take notes. Absolutely, yes. So Jeff Piazza said bilheteira. Betty as well. And live music as well. You spelled it very right. That's super well done. A bilheteira, Stacy. It's a feminine word. Okay? So the article should be an A. Muito bem, I'm so proud of you. Are we ready for some phrases now? Let's go. Thumbs up. Vamos lá. So, your phase 1, buying tickets and arriving. This is very important, okay? Let's go, Taylor. Vamos. If you want to ask something like there are still tickets available. Okay, imagine you are there last minute. In some festivals, you can do that. Okay, normally it's not like sold out, especially here in Portugal. There's loads of space normally, so it's fine. So imagine if you want to ask something like that, you would have to use one of my favorite words, which is a Celtic word, ainda. Ainda há bilhetes disponíveis. Ainda há bilhetes disponíveis. Can you read it for me, Taylor?
Sim. Ainda há bilhetes disponíveis.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the disponíveis is one of my harder words.
Open
I
a
do say it a lot.
You did very well, huh? But
Obrigada.
you can do, if you want to do even better, you can open the last E a bit more, like eis, disponíveis.
Disponíveis.
Perfeita. There you go. Muito bem. Ainda há bilhetes disponíveis. Muito bem. Next, próximo. A que horas It's always a way to start a question of at what time something is, ok? A que horas abrem, open, as portas, the doors? This is something you need to know, right? Because sometimes they don't say it or they don't put it in the website, so you need to know how to ask for this. A que horas abrem as portas? Taylor, can you do it?
A que horas abrem as portas?
Abrem.
Abrem.
Linda, muito bem. As portas. I'm amazed on how well you always do your R's. That's, all,
Obrigada.
that's normally one of the most difficult sounds, even when it's the soft one. So, a que horas abrem as portas? Next one, próximo. Onde fica a bancada? And you need to know where your grandstand is, your floor, your standing area. I don't know how you say that in English, so I put all the three ways that I know that I can possibly think of.
Honestly, it changes. So floor is the most common, I think.
It's the most common one, right? Am I right? Yeah. I've only been to one concert out of Portugal, actually more than one, but in an English speaking country, there was only one. So in Spain, I've been to loads, in Portugal as well, but in England, I've only been to once. So, onde fica a bancada? Onde fica, it's also a question that you can use, or the start of a question you can use for multiple things, okay? Where is something located? Okay, this is very useful. Onde fica a bancada?
Onde fica a bancada?
Linda, maravilhosa. Próximo. Onde é? It's the exact same question, just a different way to ask it. I like to give you variety so you can fully understand native speakers. Sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to stick to one. Yes, but you always need to learn every single way. Otherwise, when someone says it in a different way from what you already know, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to block. You don't understand what the person is saying. So, onde fica and onde é, it's the exact same question. Where is located something? In this case, we want to know where is the toilet. And as we are in Portugal, I teach you the Portuguese way. Casa de banho. Casa de banho. If it's a concert in Brazil, you're looking for the word banheiro. Okay? But for a concert in Portugal, casa de banho. Where is the toilet? Where's the restroom? Okay?
Maybe one of the most important questions,
Yeah.
especially if you're having some beers at the concert.
Yes, exactly. And
Onde é a casa do banho?
if you are my best friend goes to the toilet like every 5 minutes, so she always needs this question.
It's one of the best ones to have, even as traveling anywhere. You always need to know this.
Absolutely. I consider it a survival thing.
Yes.
So if you want to socialize a bit in a very Portuguese way, I also created a bunch of phrases and sentences you can use. So let's go. Vamos lá. O som está incrível. So we refer very often in concerts, especially, to like the music that it's being played as the sound. O som. I don't know if the same thing happens in English. I translated literally, so I don't really know if that makes much sense. I'm not a native speaker in English, as you know, but I try to find the equivalent. So, o som está incrível is something like, the music, it's incredible, like amazing. So
I think it's the same. Yeah, the sound, the music, the almost like the vibes, that's the same translation that I would use too.
Yeah. So, would you like to read that one for me, Taylor, please?
O som está incrível.
Muito bem.
Well,
Próxima. Qual é a sua música favorita? There you go. Many people, like I mentioned to you, including myself, most of the times when we want to talk about the song, we use the word music for it, which is again easier, more simple, and way more common, to be honest. Qual é a sua música favorita? I use sua as yours, formal, because you might be speaking to someone you don't know very well yet, so you don't want to break that wall yet, unless the person tells, oh, I'm cool with you treating me as two. So don't break the wall without the person open the window first, okay? So qual é a sua música favorita? Muito bem.
Qual é a sua música favorita?
Perfeito. Qual é a tua música favorita, Taylor? Estou curiosa. Do you have
Uh, é difícil, é difícil. Acho que Brown Eyed Women, but for the Grateful Dead, for the Eyes of the Algarve theme, Brown Eyed Women.
Interesting. I never think about these things, like when and we had that in our interview together.
Yes.
It's so difficult to think of only one thing because I like so many different things, and when someone asks me, well, unless you're asking for my favorite color, definitely green. But like when people ask me about food, about music, I don't know, I have so many different tastes and styles that I get like, wait a minute, I was not ready to select only one.
That's why I said, okay, I'm gonna keep the Eyes of the Algarve theme. I'm gonna go with the Grateful Dead, but it could be my mood changes the favorite song. Like I live so much music too. It's the hardest. And you're right. That's exactly what we both struggled to name our favorites in our interview.
Yeah, true. Someone is saying, great song. Muito bem. Ripple, says Jeff. All too well, 10 minutes version. Okay.
Both great choices. Both great choices.
Muito bem. Very important question when you are with someone, you're not by yourself. Oh, even if you are by yourself and you're talking to the neighbor, right? Like, oh, hi, neighbor. Do you want to drink something, so you can interact with people? That's the whole thing about, going to a concert, socialize and get to make friends and, people who like the same things as you do. So here's the Portuguese way to do it. We love to share food and drinks as well. So we are Latinos, right? Where we were the second generation of Latinos. The first ones were the Romans. So we like to drink. We like to have fun and socializing. So this is a must-have, a must-know question, actually. O que queres beber? And at this point, it was not a coincidence that I used the informal, okay? So at this point, you're already friends with your...
Right.
Okay, so o que queres beber? What would you like to drink? O que queres beber? If you can't remember the whole sentence, just say something like uma cerveja or uma água. Just go directly and use the drink as the question.
That's a good tip, actually. Very good tip.
Connected, a large beer. Muito bem. So Jeff is already like familiarized with the portions of the beer.
Yeah, that's one of the first things you learn, when you're coming to Portugal.
Ok. Muito bem. Eu adoro esta canção. So you can use canção or música if you want. Okay. Again, I used various ways to say it, so you learn all the different ways to say it. So, eu adoro esta canção. Imagine you want to interact with someone and make an observation. So that's an observation, a nice one to do. Okay? Eu adoro esta canção. I love this song. Mais uma! Another very important, probably the most important one, Taylor. Mais uma! Mais uma!
Mais uma! Mais uma! Yes, always clapping. Portuguese love to clap.
Yes,
Mais uma!
It's when we landing where the pilot lands the plane in certain places, and if there is Portuguese people in the plane, you hear them clapping, the Portuguese and the Italian, and sometimes the Spanish do that too. Very Latinos. And when you want another one, like as the song, or it can be also be used for another drink.
Caneca. Mike says duas canecas, but he could just get, mais uma.
Oh, Jeff, your command of Portuguese is amazing. Yes. Caneca, exactly. I agree. Muito bem. So, mais uma. See the S there in mais. Mais means more or another one in this case. And you're going to read that final S as a sh sound. Mais uma. If you say it fast, it sounds like a Z, as you probably realized. So mais uma, separately. Now look at what native speakers do. Mais uma. Okay? Mais uma. It becomes like a Z. Huh? Did you know this, Taylor?
True. Yeah, I've learned from my experiences of concerts, especially because I would say no matter how small the concert is,
Yeah.
how big, every time, "Mais uma." And so that's how I started to learn that. But it's like it's the best way to support the artist too. I think the artists feel a lot of love, the singers feel a lot of love when you ask for more.
I agree. I agree. It's the same when my students say, "Oh no, can you teach one more, one more?" It's the same. It makes you feel special, right? Like, oh, like they like it, they enjoyed it. Another
Agree.
grammatical thing that I forgot to mention there, uma, it's one, and in the feminine, because song or music, it's going to be feminine. Okay, so in case someone is wondering if they can say mais um, it's masculine, so it doesn't really make sense. If you want to say it correctly, it should be uma, mais uma. Okay,
Mais uma. And that works well with the caneca too. So
absolutely. Or
cerveja,
the agua,
água.
or the agua. If you are like me, I don't drink. You know what is funny is that I've been to the craziest, because I had my crazy years too in my 20s, my 30s too. And I've been to many festivals and concerts and DJs, parties, etc. And I never drank alcohol. It's just me. I don't know.
You're born to experience all the craziness.
I
No,
don't
no
know.
extras needed.
The thing is, Taylor, it's that I'm so energetic that if I drink alcohol, like it takes about 10 minutes for me to fall asleep. So
Oh, it's like a sleeping pill for you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you need the energy at the concerts. Instead, you have umabika.
I can't have because I'll go hyper and I won't sleep for two
Too
days.
much. Agua. There you go.
Agua and tea, and that's it. So when I turned 40, I've done a trip with some of our closest friends. And in this trip, they made me, well, they didn't make me. That's not the way to say it. They poured some wine, like actually half of my water here as like something
That's
like
quite
that
a good amount.
of red wine. And I was in bed, like hugging Ollie, my doggy, like sleeping at 9 p.m.
Yeah, that's not the Portuguese way. You have to stay up later.
And I
That's
said,
when
you
all the
know what?
concerts
No,
start.
this doesn't work for me. So no alcohol makes me sleepy.
Really funny.
I miss all the fun, so that's not a good idea. Plus, I'm always driving. So mais uma and próximo. I think we're done with our little lesson.
Yay, muito bem.
Muito bem. I want to know what was the most, well, the one you consider that it's the most useful phrase of this lesson. I want to know your thoughts on this, guys. Taylor, what was your favorite one or the most useful one for you?
Mais uma. I really think so.
Good. The last one
I
is the
really think
best,
so.
right?
Or ane casa do banho, but
Uh-huh. Different ones. So for different moments, right?
yes, I think that the one that I was happiest to learn once I started going to more shows was Mais uma. Because, we say encore similar to encore, encore, but it's better when you know the actual Portuguese way. It sounds nicer.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Muito bem. I'm so proud of you, Taylor. You are like doing super well with your pronunciation, and sometimes I feel like I don't say that enough times to you.
Yeah. I'm actually proud to say that many people say that also of my Portuguese friends. So I can confirm, and it really is because of learning to speak from someone, especially in the region that we live in the Algarve.
Yeah,
So it's been very helpful to
yeah.
hear you speak and then have practice with you too.
In the other day, I was like listening to your last video that you've done completely in Portuguese. And I was smiling from the beginning to the end. Like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Look at her voice changes. She's even cuter in Portuguese.
It's true. I do. You have your different personality, different languages, and definitely I can tell in Portuguese. I'm
I,
getting to be more vocal, but I do change a little bit.
I normally say that I have multiple personalities depending on the language I'm speaking. So if I'm speaking Dutch, I'm not, sorry, not Dutch, German, I sound very strict. If I'm speaking English, I'm like sweet and cool at the same time. But if I'm speaking Portuguese, I sound like I'm a very serious woman.
That's funny. Yeah, I would say, and also the speed changes how your personality comes
Yeah.
across as well. Oh, we have some more very helpful phrases. Yeah, on a casa de banho.
Oh, there, that's the bang for me. Okay. Betty says, very helpful, great lesson. Oh, Betty, that's so nice. Sabrina says, lol. Okay. Muito bem. So, do you want to know what is our special gift for you? So, this was Taylor's idea. So, you have to thank her for bringing us
Yes.
the opportunity. Well, us, no, you, the opportunity to learn lots of words and phrases to use in the concerts this summer, but as well to be able to sign up for my master courses like she did. Her mom bought her the beginner's course. I can't even remember when. I think it was one of our my first students, and then that's how it all started and how I met Taylor. And she's doing so well. So here it is, the opportunity for you to sign up for the courses as well. So we are showing you a special. I'm sorry. Perdão. Oh gosh, the teacher got hacked. Something.
It's all too exciting.
Oh my gosh, and I'm crying now. You made me cry, Taylor. Okay. Desculpem. It's not nice at all. But that means I'm human. This is not AI here, so it's good.
This is live. That's the proof that it's live.
I know. So my courses are self-paced courses. So they give you the flexibility to do it whenever you want. Like I explained in the beginning, I create these courses so everyone from every country can join the courses and do it whenever it's more convenient for them at their own pace and redoing lessons if necessary. You can pass to the next slide. And inside these courses, so in the platform, because this is a whole platform that allows you to do lessons as many times as you need, or even the whole course, you have more than 280 video lessons if you get, for example, the 3 levels of the language. What are the 3 levels of the language? They are the beginners, the intermediate, and the advanced course that take you from A1 levels or absolute beginners, whatever you want to call it, to C2 level in listening and speaking. So most people think that the advanced course, it's actually like B2 level. No, it's not. My advanced course is very, very complete. I'm very proud to say this. It took me ages to do, but I had lots of fun, I promise you. But it takes you all the way to C2 in listening and speaking. And apart from all of that, you can also do the exercises in the platform because every lesson has an exercise for you to practice. You have quizzes, dictation activities, listening activities, dialogues comprehension. You have how do you call that, vocabulary games too, so multiple activities to practice your Portuguese there. You can also download the summaries of the lessons, so the PDFs. You have flashcards as well. If you want, Taylor, you can pass it to the next thing. So in total, I think there's more than 500 different flashcards that are placed in the lessons whenever it makes sense in the topic. Okay, you also have a 12-week beginner studying plan for the students who struggled in the beginning to find some organization, like, oh, I don't know where to start, oh, what should I do, how many lessons per day, how many lessons per week. So I designed the whole plan for you with all the tasks, all the homework you need to send me, with my direct contact, so you can submit the homework to me as well. Okay. Stacy says, such a well-designed course. Good to know, Stacy, that you like it.
Yes.
And next slide, please, Miss Taylor Assistant. Thank you very much. And apart from this, you also, of course, it had to be the human part, the community, which is something that makes me really proud of what I built, because it's a not just a learning place, but it's also a place where my students can become friends and get to know more people in the same situation who just moved to Portugal or who want to move, where they share tips, they share, many things, and they help each other. It's really, really important. And then we have these sessions that I normally book or plan 1 month in advance. So in the beginning of every month, you normally have the dates sent to your email or in our private community, so you can plan ahead your lessons and you can show up. And what are these lessons about? These lessons are via Zoom, and they are like additional to your course, but they part already of your course. In a way, you don't pay extra for these sessions, and you can use them for as long as you want, to be honest. I have students who still live in the States and Canada, and they don't have anyone to practice with. So they still continuing to use the lessons there, and I'm not going to charge anyone extra for that. So it's up to you to see how many lessons you want to attend, and for how long you need them, etc. So in the conversation room, we normally have beginner session where you review some contents, Q&A about any questions you might have about the courses, or some things I prepare specifically for you to practice. And then you have intermediate and advanced together, where everyone gathered together for debates and conversational sessions. We also have a book club. We love the book club. We are already, because we started the book club last year, so we already studying a book that it's B2 level, and it's amazing. It's like amazing because you feel the progress every week, because we do it like weekly, the book club. Normally it's on Sundays. We also have a quiz night for fun. It's really good. So we have multiple activities. It's not just a course set up on a platform, but it's also all these part that it's invisible to the eyes, but you are going to be part of this. Not mentioning the offline events. We do like monastery visits, for example, on the like 2 weeks ago, on the 9th this month, we went to Batalha Monastery. You probably seen on my social media some of the videos and photos. So once in a while we do these. We have our language and culture retreats in Açores Island. So there's still 2 to go this year. There's one in Terceira Island in September, one to São Miguel Island in October. So Portuguese with Anita community is never boring, as you know. Next slide, please. Thank you, Taylor. Another thing, like I mentioned before, you have lifetime access to the course material, which means that after completing your payment, the course is yours to use as many times, as I mentioned before, as you wish, to redo, to revisit any specific lessons. You can also do it from your phone. So that means you can take me with you to the cafe, to the library, to the beach, to the train station, whenever you want, wherever you want, actually. And you're also protected by a 14-day money-back guarantee. So the refund policy, which means if you buy it tonight, for example, you have 14 days to change your mind. Okay, and you are entitled to a full refund. Next, please. Oh, some reviews, but you have a student here and another one, actually 2 different students in the chat, and you can ask them.
Yes, you can always ask me any questions.
Next page, please. Let's show them what is the special surprise. So we have a very special surprise for the ones who want to sign up with tonight's class. So you have this QR code on the, for me it shows up on the left. I don't know how it shows up to you there, that can take you straight to the page with the link and 200 euros off for the bundle, which means that instead of the normal 297, which is the normal price for every course in my launches, so if you do the maths, you end up spending 800 and something euros. So if you buy it as a bundle, not only you save 200 euros off, that you also have a special bonus. Okay. And what is that special bonus? Let me tell you in a minute. But before, let me explain that you can pay in two different modalities. So if you want to pay one-time fee, you also have that in the page. When you scroll down in the page, when you open the website, you have installments, 8 monthly installments of 97 or one-time fee 697. In either way, you have automatic access to the course material. Meaning this, you don't need to wait 8 months to complete your payment plan to start studying. You can start studying from the moment you purchase it now and you pay your first installment. So that's amazing. Okay. Next, please, let's show them what the special bonus is. So you know I'm an author and I love to write about Portugal and especially about my pets. I love my pets. I have this passion for animals since I was a little girl. And people, my friends make fun of me because they say I have a zoo, right? Especially now that I have thousands of bees in my garden now.
14,000 pets now.
Oh my gosh, Taylor, and I can't wait to have my donkey. I keep thinking of it, every
Yes.
oh my gosh, I love it. So, and also, as probably some of you know, I am very adventurous and I love to explore not just the world, but especially my own country. So I try to use all my knowledge combined, like from my cultural knowledge combined with my language knowledge and put it all in one thing to give you the best learning experience. And this audio ebook, it's a reflection of that. So you're going to find there many Portuguese fairy tales rewritten by me, A1 and A2 level. So this is beginner's level. From my point of view, with exercises to practice as you go for every paragraph, so you fully understand what you're doing, while you can also listening because it's audio, okay? And you also have my own fables. And guess who are the main characters? Of course, my pets, my 3 dogs and my 2 cats. So I hope you enjoy this bonus because it was done with a lot of love. Like everything I do, but yeah.
And it really is so nice to have the audio feature because you can even practice reading
Oh my
yourself.
gosh, there's Paul here. Paul! Basically, sorry to interrupt you, Taylor. Paul is from Norway. And he's also one of my students. And you have to follow Paul on Instagram because he shares many videos of what he's been learning in Portuguese. And he speaks fluently Portuguese now.
That's so cool.
Yes, I'm so proud of
Norway.
Paul. And he wrote here, I hope a lot of people sign up. I highly recommend Anita's courses. Oh, I love my students, honestly. It's so good to create these,
I'm so happy that so many of the current students showed up to this too.
I know.
That's great. It shows the community side.
True. Oh, he sent me a heart. Paul. I'm going to see Paul again in Terceira retreat in September.
Yeah.
Yes. Paul has been to my last year's retreat in São Miguel, and now he's going to join me on Terceira retreat in September as well. I'm so excited, honestly.
The perfect way to practice Portuguese. Oh, I have to go to the islands to get better.
My retreats, Taylor. You have to.
I know. Well, this September is our festival, so I can't do anything this September, but I cannot wait to go on one. It is definitely in my future plans.
Yes, absolutely. So I don't know if anyone has any questions about the courses. I hope that I clarified, most of what my courses are about. Like I mentioned, it's not just a platform where you're there and you feel lonely. It's a place where you definitely have a community. This live session was actually a representation of that because you could see so many students here tonight. And yes, Terceira 2026, Paul. That's it. Been fantastic. And it was so nice to be here with you. I hope these phrases and expressions and words can be very useful for your festival season, Taylor. And yeah, I hope you have a
Yes.
fantastic summer because I bet it's going to be.
Thank you so much for doing this. It really does help. And for some people that don't know, Portugal has over 300 music festivals a year. So these, it's not just like, oh, maybe I'll see a show. Like you can, it's almost hard not to go to a concert or a festival here. You have to try to avoid them if you're not going to a music event. It's in the heart and soul of Portugal.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
And I like too in your courses you do cultural stuff too. It's one of my favorite parts. And you share like the
It's
different festivals around.
impossible.
Yeah,
It's impossible to learn the language completely or to understand the language, Taylor, if you don't understand the people and the culture, because everything
completely
is
agree.
connected, you know. I only started to feel more confident with foreign languages myself, especially English, when I actually immerse myself fully in the culture. In my case, I went to the United Kingdom for, I don't know, so many years, like almost years, 8 years of my life. I was like half a month there, half a month here because of my job at the time. And I had to travel there a lot. And that made me feel like, okay, so this is culture, this is this expression, these habits, these things, these, where does it comes from? Why they say it like that? In what concepts? This is so important. You cannot become fluent just with the grammatical book or the grammatical course. You need everything combined as one, because without the soul, the rest is
It's missing that connection. And I think the way people speak about different things as well in Portugal also is because of the cultural part of it. Like you have to understand that because you can see their emotions behind the words and how they speak and the way people say different things. Like it's fascinating to learn about. Learning from the education system, the cultural events, different places around Portugal. It's all so interesting to me.
I agree. So there's a compliment for you there in the chat. Look, Paul
Ah, thank
said
you.
the
Yeah.
ambassador for Portugal and the Algarve. I couldn't agree more, Paul.
Obrigadíssima. We'll see. Does anyone have any questions for Anita?
Any questions? Mais perguntas? I hope so. Don't be shy. Oh, Betty. Mwah. Beijinhos, Betty. And my hands are so small. I can never do the heart thing properly.
The hard now you have to also learn the
Oh
Gen
my gosh, that's even more difficult for me.
the Gen Z heart or the millennial and older heart.
Oh my
I
god.
know I make my dad do this and he cannot. His big hands and he's always does it so funny.
I'm terrible with that. You've seen me lively. I have very tiny hands. So like 5-year-old. I had some guitar lessons when I was 15 and it was a disaster because I couldn't even reach the other,
You need like a ukulele, a mini instrument.
it didn't work. Well, it didn't work at all. So I had to quit.
As much as we love music, we don't play instruments, and I'm not gonna. I could blame it on my hands, but it really is just a lack of skill kind of issue. But I'm thinking maybe I will try again with the ukulele because it's smaller, fewer
And
strings.
it's so
Maybe.
cute, right? And the sound is so cute. I like it.
Yes, it's a happy sound.
Do you know that it had, I don't know exactly, but it's kind of related to the Portuguese culture somehow.
I think so too, and I recently heard something about this, but I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly.
Okay, me too.
But a lot of the Portugal has many stringed instruments that don't exist elsewhere.
Yeah, true.
So it's hard to keep track. I
Ukulele.
think I was watching something about like interesting things that come from Portuguese and like interesting things that like tempura. You wouldn't think that that's Portuguese.
There you go. It's from Madeira Island.
That's what it was. Oh, when we were talking about the islands, I'm sure that's when it came up.
So it was taken to Hawaii in 1879. I knew there was something, by Portuguese immigrants from Madeira Island that traveled in the ship called the Ravenscraig to work in the plantations of the sugar cane. And as
Mm.
in their luggage, they would take musical instruments, traditional Portuguese ones, like braguinha, machete, and rajão, that I have no idea what they are. So
Too
they brought
traditional.
and it looks like the ukulele was taken there like that. I knew there was something about it.
Makes sense too, because I think you really do say it ukulele. That's how they would say
Oh,
it. Like it's not
ukulele.
as
Mm.
ukulele is
Yeah,
more the English, but it's like
yeah.
ukulele, which sounds more similar to how a Portuguese person
More
would say it.
Portuguese, absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Fascinating. See, more proof that music is in the heart and soul of Portuguese.
Absolutely. We're all about music. People say, oh, Portuguese, it's not a musical language. Well, it does not make you dance, but it's definitely not definitely a musical language. You know, look at our history, like the fado, the sorrow, right? Even the waves of the ships, the balance. It's about music. You know, there's music and poetry everywhere for the
That's
one
true.
who can see it.
For those of for anyone watching that's in the Algarve, there is a free festival called Artados that's in Lagos, and it's at the like the community gym, and they are bringing in some really big musical acts this year to headline each day. One of them is Anamora, and she is a very famous modern fado singer, basically.
I like Anamora. She's fantastic.
You should come down to Lagos for it. It's next month.
She's very out of the box, even with her clothes and everything.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I've seen her live a few times at bigger festivals, and she's great. So if anyone's in the Western Algarve region, make sure to check it out because it's a free festival and it has a lot of different. They bring in also food and desserts from all over the different Portuguese regions, so you can sample a lot of more Portuguese foods, desserts, and kind of live that part of the life too here.
So you got to an important point here. You know that one of the things I love about Portugal, one of the many things I love about Portugal, is that you can hear music even for free everywhere, especially in
Everywhere.
you know you just join you know street concert or this or that. There's so many festivals where you don't even have to pay to go for a whole concert. You know, it's amazing. If you go, for example, to Fatasil, I don't know if you ever heard about Fatasil, which is a big fair in Lagoa, here in the Algarve. You pay the ticket for the entrance, right? And you have all of these little stalls, etc., with handicrafts and stuff like that, and arts, etc., and all the cows and the chicken and you know all of these agriculture part as well, the farming. But then you always have every single night a big concert with actually big, well, when I say big, like popular
Yeah.
singers there that you can attend, that it's already included in your ticket. And that's amazing, you know, so you can always have fun and enjoy the best of both worlds. So you can go for one of these fairs and enjoy the food and all the things, and then go for the concert later on because it's still included. So it's amazing.
Yeah, and I would say almost every festival somehow incorporates music into it. Even if it's not a music festival, it somehow they'll find a way to bring it in. And I've been able to see some really, really cool traditional music, folk music, all instruments I've never seen in my life before by going to all these smaller festivals and then bringing in these different musical acts. And of course, then you get to eat good food along the way.
True.
We don't go hungry. We don't go hungry at the events
You
here.
know what? Sometimes people try to get like on a diet on summer. That's the most stupid thing ever because you're just missing out all of these
Yeah.
amazing street
Bolo de
food.
Berlim is at least even just one thing that's so popular in the summer. And if you're not here in Portugal, you eat, it's like a donut, a sugar donut that you eat on the beaches here.
All of
And
them.
I've heard that it's a fun thing to see. Is it sand or sugar?
Say no. Even if you say no, there's always someone sitting with you at the beach saying like, "Oh, let's go. We share," and then we end up buying one each. Like,
Yes, because why not?
and then like
It's
the
very
other
true.
people like next to you in the umbrellas there, you know, enjoying the beach. like you, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look, and they're like eating it. Oh, now I need one. Like you get jealous. It's
You can
impossible.
you see how happy everyone gets, and you have to have them as well. So if you come here
Exactly.
for just a trip, make sure you do the proper way and eat a bowl of de berlim on the beach.
Paul says, I totally agree. Festivals and music for free is the best. People of all ages join together. So true. And not to mention the food. Yummy, Paul, you know. Mhm.
Yes. And it is true, very different, actually, is that people of all ages go to all shows here. So you have little babies, and you also have the grannies and stuff all coming together for these shows that sometimes go until 2 in the morning, and everyone's there.
The parents with their kids here over their
Yeah.
shoulder. The kids like, oh my gosh. I used to be one of them with my parents.
That's where you got all your energy from. You have been doing it your whole life.
Yeah, my parents have fun. They still are fun at this age, So yeah, they were really good. Taylor, that was amazing to be here with
Thank
you
you so
tonight. Thank you
much.
so much for inviting me to do this lesson for your audience. I hope they enjoyed it as much as I did.
I do too. I enjoyed it at least. I feel like that's important too.
It is. I can see your doggy there. Oh,
Oh, he's like he's wanted to be part of the stream.
he's cute. Well, I had mine there. Oh, that's Ollie. Ollie. This Ola. Ollie,
They're
what?
both on the couch right behind us.
And Dia is there.
Oh. Oh,
And
yeah, I have them the same way, one on the couch and one on the ground in the
Yeah,
bed.
and then Amalia is in the kitchen because she's like the girlfriend of one of the cats, so she's always like sleeping next to him, like cuddling.
So cute. Que fofinho, sim.
Fofinhos, sim, 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 muito fofinhos.
Thank you all for joining. I don't think we have any more questions, so I'm going to wrap it up. But thank you so much, Anita. Obrigada.
De
Thank
nada.
you for everyone that came, and we hope you enjoyed.
Beijinhos.
Beijinhos, beijinhos.
Tchau.
Tchau.